Time to give the jack a try. This is the first time on the gravel driveway. That is rolling just so easy. That's great. Pulling that jack down was just so easy. It made it fun actually to pull that jack down from up by the house down here to in front of Irene's studio. Now I have to put this jack underneath the lift point, and I'm going to go figure out exactly where that is. I'll start lifting the car up so I can start removing this tire. And the issue here is that tire came with the car when I bought it. Oh, I think I bought it 8 or 9 years ago. So it's old, it's out of date. It's not really safe to drive on, but it's fine for a spare. But I have a brand new tire that it took weeks to get in. I have it. I have the jack, so now I can go ahead and go about getting this thing changed. Now I've just found the spot where the frame is reinforced with a flat spot. So the jack can go there. Shouldn't be a big problem. Ooh, that's nice. Much like any other piece of rolling equipment that has fixed axles and fixed wheels, it doesn't steer real well. There's no difference between that and the regular floor jack that I have. But it is nice to be able to move the jack around pretty easily. Just make sure I have it sitting under the flat spot. That looks like it's going to fit. Like pretty much all floor jacks, I just need to turn the handle a little bit and start lifting. Now I have some replacement lug nuts up at the house I'll bringing down. When I pulled this original wheel off, I had to hammer on a smaller socket than what these lug nuts are supposed to take. That's because the cap was spinning around when I tried to remove them. Now supposedly 1 1/8 should fit these lug nuts perfectly. It seems a little big, but I'm going to give it a shot. Well, that seems to fit. I think all of these lug nuts are screwed up because I had to hammer them off. Yeah, I'll have to go hammer these out. And that's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Now, 2 lug nuts left to take off. This one's also going to get jammed. Ugh. Once I get it started, I'm going to go ahead and lift the vehicle up so the tire is free of the ground. Jack is staying put. Now I just have one left to go. And there's the last lug nut. These lug nuts were messed up pretty badly when I took them off and when I put them back on. Now I'd said that these lug nuts were 1 1/8, they're actually 1 1/16. Well, I'm going to go get the new lug nuts, be right back down, and I'll put the new tire on. I'll have the spare tire off, I'm going to put the new tire on. Jack is working well so far. There is one issue, and that is because the jack is on a slope, it isn't holding as well as I would like. I'm just going to not get myself underneath this vehicle. This tire is a lot heavier. It's an advanced mud and snow tire. It's basically an off-road tire. It works okay on the city streets. Not the best fuel economy, but it'll do. Brand new lug nuts. No corrosion, no damage. Now I get to find out if they're actually the right size. Well, it's getting warm. I'm going to take off my jacket. Now it's on the hub. Took a little bit of fiddling around. It's a very heavy tire. My friend Moose. Yeah, he's a moose. He's a really strong guy. He does a lot of different things, but his primary skill is in dealing with big rigs. He'll tow them, he'll fix them, and he does other kinds of towing as well. Stays busy. You know, one of the problems with living off-road is that there's a lot of companies that will not come out to your place if you have a mechanical problem. Well, the same thing goes for if you have a car. If the car breaks down off-road here in Arizona, AAA won't come to your rescue because they won't go off-road. That is, they won't go onto dirt or gravel. If your car breaks down, you got to tow it to asphalt in order to have them come deal with it. And these are nice new lug nuts. There's no corrosion on them, there's no damage on them. That makes it a lot easier to go in. You know, a lot of guys will just use a rattle gun, an impact wrench to put lug nuts on. I really rather not do that. I've done it before. It's best if you can actually get the lug nuts torqued down to the right specification. Now that's really critical for some vehicles like my GMC motorhomes. Pick up my trash here. Now all I need to do is tighten these lug nuts down and let the car back down off our Badlands off-road jack. I have to say, I'm really pretty pleased with how this jack worked. It's held the car where it's supposed to be.
And I wonder what's gonna come of me.
Well, after more than a month of waiting for a new tire, getting a new floor jack, well, it's really an off-road jack, getting an off-road jack, I finally got to get the old spare off, put the new tire on. Now all I have to do is let the car back down. Oh, you may have noticed I had a shovel. It's a flat-bladed shovel. I used it to lever that heavy tire up so I could get it in place. Well, let's see how it lets down. Perfect. And the off-road Badlands big wheel jack works just beautifully. I can't say enough good about it. You know, this is a whole lot easier than my normal floor jacks. I pulled it down the hill without a problem. Yeah, it took a little bit of moving around with it because it's not really steerable, but once you get the hang of how to move it around on gravel and rock and stuff like that, it works very, very well. Well, I hope you found this interesting. I found it exciting because now I have something that makes my life a lot easier. I like to have my life easier. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications because we've got a lot more stuff going on here at the homestead. Well, the sun's going down and I have one more job I can do today. It's been something I've been meaning to get around to. Some time ago, well, about a month ago, I lost the fuel cap. The problem was that the retaining device, this little springy piece of plastic, broke, and I didn't realize it. So when I was filling up, I took the gas cap off, put it on top of the car, and promptly forgot that I'd put it there. I drove off, and as you might guess, my gas cap went flying. Now I'm just removing the old retainer, and I'm going to attach the new piece. At least that's the theory. This car is more than 20 years old, so there are corroded bolts and screws and all manner of things. So sometimes it's a bit of work to get things to come apart. Fortunately, this is now loosening up, so I should be able to put together pretty quickly. Alright, I have the old one off. Now let's make sure the new one fits. I think I'm going to use a piece of this old one to help retain the new one. That's going to serve as a washer, and it's also going to connect to the little tab that's on the gas fill. Handy knife. There's not a lot of room to get my fat fingers in here, but looks like I got the screw started. Yep. Tighten it up just a little bit more. Now my gas cap can't go flying away. Another little irritating job done. We have a super secret project going on in the house that I'm hoping to get checked out by this weekend, and hopefully you'll be able to see it next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.